Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, a brand new day. Good welcome? It's a good morning. I am antsy and nervous because I have a 10:30 appointment today with the cardiologist. I'm not worried about the appointment. But whenever I have an appointment of any kind, the closer I get to the point where I have to leave to get to my appointment, excuse me, I had yogurt and Diet Pepsi for breakfast. But the closer I get to the time I have to leave from my appointment, the more antsy feeling I'm getting, the more difficult it is to just sit down and wait. I get up, I pace, I'm just nervous, ready to go. So I'm nervous this morning because I've got a 10:30 appointment. It's actually 11, but they want me there at 10:30, and I was supposed to have paperwork ready and filled out. I, of course, have lost it, so I got to show up a little bit earlier so that I can fill out the paperwork there. Thumbs up for that. But last night, I edited and rendered a video so that I don't have to worry about that today. As soon as I'm done with all this stuff, I just upload that. It's ready to go, so I don't have to rush to get stuff done when I get back from my appointment. Thumbs up. Which won't hopefully be not too long. We shall see. Thumbs up for that. So, I got stuff I gotta do and stuff that's gonna get done, so good for that. A good thing. And it is cold and wet and rainy outside. It's actually not that cold. When I say cold, I just mean, it's not like a balmy 72 or anything like that. It is not cold. And in fact, last night, when I was opening up the front door to go outside, not only did it feel like, to me, like October weather, there were bugs flying around all over the place. In mid-January, the bugs should not be out flying because it's so warm, they've been coming back to life. What a mess. And boy, thumbs up. Past that, though, I did not go walkies last night because I wanted to take a shower. And if I went walkies, then I likely wouldn't be able to take a shower. And I wanted to be all showered. And I mean, I'm always clean, but I wanted to scour my body with chemicals and such before my appointment. So thumbs up on that. I got that done. So as stated, no walkies, but life is life. And unfortunately, I fell asleep a bit around noonish yesterday till about 2 in the afternoon, and that was fun. I didn't have any ringing up here in my head, so I think I kept breathing, or if I did stop, I didn't stop for long. Thumbs up for that. Now, of course, I want to talk more about some of the things that I've been thinking about on my cosmic horror pantheon and all. So if my fiction talk bores you, then I'm very, very sorry. One thing I am going to be doing, I am really close to starting up, to typing out, and then reading my fiction into videos and posting those. So we're real close to that finally getting started. I've been talking about it for like 4 years, and I'm getting close. So thumbs up for that. But yesterday I had mentioned how there's the parts of the multiverse where the cosmic horror pantheon, the ARGH, where there's some universes where they can walk inside of them and on the worlds within, the same as we walk upon our world right here. That's the Ungara. And then in the Ungare, it's hard for even me to pronounce this stuff properly. That's where the floorboards and structural underpinnings of reality creak and bend under their weight and pressure, but still hold up. Now, of the 12 Angakiru, all of Amaterasu's children, really only 4 of them know about and really care about the portion of the multiverse where we are and outward. You know, there's the Ungadan and the Ungadi, and then the Ungada, the void, the infinite cold nothing. For 8 of the 12, we're just out in the cold and dark, and they don't care. The only 4 that really do are, of course, Gatsire, who goes traveling wherever through the Ongabe, the thin film that separates universes, and so he just slips and slides everywhere, which the Ongabe is a very excellent insulating material, sort of like a thermos, and so can go way out and then look through the edges at the Ungada, the void itself, from just right at the edge, and not be destroying any of the universes around because of the insulating effect of the Ungabe. Now, of course, if he attempted any sort of exertion of energy to influence what was happening in the universe, then and nothing left if it's out in the outer cold edges. Then, of course, there's Haki, who spends its time in the Draylands, in Dream. And I was thinking about that too, because for the first time ever, because dreaming is for the low power edge down here, us, and you know, the Angakiru are up here. So it's the big separation of power and all that, and it's ever the first ever one that's able to come down and see. And it has an uneasy understanding with Dream. It doesn't try to push its way in anymore, because it can't. Dream doesn't try to push it out all the way anymore, because it can't. And Hoki itself has a deep affection for all of the beings that it comes across in Dream itself, and would not wish any harm upon them. It is just endlessly fascinated, spends all of its time in what is effectively a deep sea bubble suit with only one interacting appendage, and the rest of it is just watching, and it does. So it knows about everything out here. And then, of course, there's ARGH in Jimare. ARGH is that web spinner who has webs that go out from it into the, well, everything. It's go attaching webs of interest to everything further and further out as they go. And all of these web lines of information flow back to ARGH. And it has web lines that go all the way out, almost to the void, as well as Jimare, because it, being an immobile body in the infinite city, sends its mycelium out everywhere, all the way out through the cold and dark, where it has to be so careful, because even it just has to have like one thread fiber, because any more will burn out the universes in the very, very edges. And so they don't have any real interest in real evil, because, well, Jimare is just fascinated by anything out because it's stuck, immobilized in the city. ARGH's just gathering information, and then the other two just existing and living. So, thumbs up. Another thing, of course, that I was thinking about is defining the characters themselves, because for whatever reason I'm still doing all that humanizing stuff on beings that I could not, if in any way, cannot wrap my own head around. I mean, in their primary form, they are unknown and unknowable to beings like us. Which includes the author. So yeah, I spend most of my time with the humanized young adult and young children versions of them, because then they're at least even recognizable to even me. But one thing I was thinking about with them is noticing that they're not defined, each one of them, as so much what they stand for as what they're running from. Oddly enough, Gotsy Ray spends its time out in non-normal space between universes, partly because it just enjoys it, but partly, well, mostly, because it can't stand that claustrophobic feeling of natural, normal matter and gravity wells. It's all just claustrophobic and pulling in, and that's not a nice feeling, and so it runs from normal space outward. And then there's like Betanira, the underwater, fish-based type cosmic horror being, where it, yes, a large part of why it spends its time underwater, under deep, deep oceans, is it enjoys the sensation, but also more because it's running from the open space, that agoraphobic, horrible feeling of just being in the wide open. It can't take that. It doesn't like that. And so it hides underneath water. Arrow Gods, web spinner, with all of these webs of information that go out everywhere. And yet itself, and it's what it does, it has stabilized one of the Ungara as its lair. And all this information, good Lord, I am so sorry. It has stabilized itself so it doesn't have to go out anywhere. It can just stay by itself, and all the information from everywhere comes into it in the darkness. So they're all more defined by what they're running from than what they stand for. I mean, even what Jimere, because it's basically a fungal body wedded to the flesh of the infinite city, it is defined by its wanting to know everything because it's stuck here. It's trying to run from its immobility. But you can only run so far when you can't move. So putting that sort of, oh good Lord, putting these sort of human faces on them doesn't help the down deep lower cosmic sense of oppression and unknowable malice that unfortunately they tend to project. But it explains it all, and it feels good and nice. And again, well, I was going to talk about Tammy, and I'm still going to talk about Tammy, and I'm going to write more about Tammy, because her adventures aren't over. She is still a product of everything that's happening, and just because she lived through one doesn't mean that's the only thing she's ever going to run against. So poor Tammy. She'll be okay. No, I don't know about everyone else. I am so irate at my voice box. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. At least I hope I still have. And I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. If I forget where I am while I'm talking, my brain, my apologies. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Though if sometimes with my very good peripheral vision, I can still read a comment without actually reading the comment. So, and of course it is arranged because even though I count American Sign Language, I already talked about that. It's the If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. Now, I'd say more, but, you know, I am irate. Conspo Lopez, greatly appreciated. And Motivational Beast, thumbs up and thank you. Ursula Ann, thumbs up and greatly appreciated. Lazy Mode, thank you very much for the info. We have Blaze Horvat, I sure hope I'm close, and thank you. Brutish Wing 2.0, thumbs up and thank you very, very much. Quizler, greatly appreciated. And Kathy Kitscat, thumbs up, and boy, oh boy, I sure hope it gets better soon. And then we have Kellen, thumbs up and thank you. Obito Uchiha, I'm nowhere close, but thank you very much. The Ford Gaming Equipment, greatly appreciated. Confused Owl 29, thumbs up and thank you. Stephen Blanchard, I'm pretty sure this is the first time this time. Thank you very, very much. Rotting Milk, that's a heck of a name. Thumbs up and thank you. Not a God, greatly appreciated. Nicholas Philippe, thumbs up and thank you. We have EDP's 27th toilet. Huh. How about that, and thank you. Colin Reisner, greatly appreciated. And I'm getting to your videos. I've got them all queued up. I've been so busy. But thank you very, very much. And we have Dumb History, greatly appreciated, and thank you. Night Hawk, thumbs up. And we have Letitia Segoy. I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. Ignite, greatly appreciated. Bella Core, thumbs up and thank you. Nicholas, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Xiong. Thank you very, very much. And last but not least, Twins TNT. Thumbs up and thank you all so very, very much. It is greatly appreciated to get me out of my head into the world dealing with real people, and it is appreciated. I am just irate. I have been awake and doing things with my voice all this time, and it just gets worse and worse as I talk. I am irate. Life is life, though. And hey, if you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, it's already starting. Like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. Oh man. If you would like to help me out, but you don't want to contribute to one of those two, I have a PayPal link down below. That would be very cool if you could check that out. If you'd like to help me out but don't want to send money, I have an Amazon wish list link down below. It has things like cat food, hamster food, me food, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be very, very cool. But do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. I am so sorry. I do not feel entitled, and if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell. I'm not even going to be able to do my voice because I can't clear my voice box. And hit that bell. That would be very, very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Definitely a thumbs up. Well, shucks. I've got this video. I've got a video already done and ready to go, and then hopefully I'll get something else. I don't know what, but something else recorded later today. But if I don't, hey, 2 videos is fine. Definitely cool. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend. And even if your voice keeps getting clogged to the point that you have to clear it every single 30 seconds, it happens. Don't be hard on yourself. Life is life.